If you keep finding new skin tags on your neck, your underarms, your eyelids, the problem is not your skin at all. The problem is happening inside your gut, and the tags are only the last place it shows up. Listen to me. In Chinese medicine, we have known for more than 2,000 years that what grows on the outside of the body is a message from the inside. But your doctor will not tell you any of this. He will glance at the tag for 10 seconds, tell you it is harmless, offer to clip it off for $300, and send you home knowing you will be back in 6 months when 3 more appear. None of it works because none of it touches the real reason your body keeps making them. Skin tags, soft bumps, dark patches on the folds of your skin, all common signs that the body is in a state of imbalance underneath. Most people who come to me have stopped wearing the necklaces they used to love because the chain catches on the tags and they have learned to wear high collars instead. They stand at the mirror in the morning and count them, and there are always more than there were last month. They tried tying them off with thread, they tried apple cider vinegar that burned the skin around them, they tried the freezing kits from the pharmacy that left dark spots and grew the tags back anyway. Listen to me. You are not failing. You were given the wrong answer for years. The vinegar burned because acid alone cannot reach what is feeding the tag from underneath. The freezing kits made it worse because killing the surface only teaches the body to grow another one beside it. Your body is producing these tags from the inside, and as long as it keeps producing them, you will keep finding new ones. I am going to show you 4 things you already have in your kitchen that will dry the tags up and drop them off the skin. Within 7 days, the first ones will turn dark and fall. There is one part almost every person gets wrong, and if you miss it, the tags fall off and 3 new ones grow back within the month. Before we go further, leave a comment with your age and where on your body the tags appear most. I read every single comment on this channel. Now let me show you what is really happening underneath. To understand why your body is growing these tags, you have to understand how the body deals with what it cannot get rid of. Picture the body as a house with a small kitchen sink. Every day, the body takes in food, it breaks it down, it pulls out what it needs, and it sends the waste down the drain. When the drain is clear, everything that goes in finds its way out. The blood stays clean. The skin stays smooth. The body runs the way it was built to run. But when the drain starts to slow down, the body has to find somewhere else to put the waste it cannot move out. It cannot leave that waste sitting inside the organs. So it pushes it outward, toward the skin, where it can be held safely away from the heart and the liver and the brain. The places it chooses are the soft folds where the skin is thin and the lymph is close to the surface. The neck, the underarm, the eyelid, the groin. The skin tag is the body's way of building a small storage pouch on the outside, so the waste has somewhere to go that will not hurt you. This is why the tags appear in the same places on almost every person. The body did not choose those places by accident. It chose them because they are the closest exit it has. Now here is what changes after 50 and 60 and 70. 3 things happen at once and all of them make this worse. The first is that the lining of the gut starts to thin. The second is that the body produces less stomach acid, so food sits longer and ferments instead of breaking down cleanly. And the third, the one almost no one talks about, is that the good bacteria in the gut begin to die off. By the time you are 60 years old, the average gut has lost roughly half the beneficial bacteria it had when you were 30. Half. The drain that used to run clear is now running through a pipe full of buildup, and the body has to find more and more places to store what cannot leave. Now here is where it gets specific to the tags. The gut does not just digest food. The gut is the place where your body decides how much insulin to make. When the bacteria balance is broken, the gut sends the wrong signal to the pancreas, and the body starts producing too much insulin even when the blood sugar is normal. That extra insulin tells the skin cells to multiply. They multiply in the soft folds where the skin is thin, and a few weeks later you look in the mirror and there is a new tag where there was nothing before. So the tag is not random. The tag is a message. The message says, my gut is out of balance, my insulin is running high, and my body is trying to deal with it the only way it knows how. Now here is the part that every person needs to understand, because this is the difference between fixing the tag for a week and fixing the problem for good. The gut is not just one thing. The gut is 3 things working together, like a garden. A garden needs 3 things to grow strong. It needs the seeds, it needs the soil, and it needs the rain. The seeds are the good bacteria, what people call probiotics. They are the living workers in your gut. The soil is the fiber those bacteria feed on, what people call prebiotics. Without the soil, the seeds cannot take root. And the rain is what the bacteria produce when they eat the fiber. These are the healing compounds, what people call postbiotics. They are the medicine the gut makes for itself when everything is working. When all three are present, the garden grows. The drain runs clear, the insulin stays steady, the skin stays smooth. But when even one of the three is missing, the garden starts to fail. And here is the load-bearing truth that almost no one will tell you. As long as your gut stays in that failed state, your body will keep producing the conditions that grow skin tags. You can clip them off, you can freeze them, you can paint vinegar on them every night for a year, and the body will keep building new ones in different spots. The skin is only doing what the gut is telling it to do. So now you know why the tags keep coming. The question is what to do about it. And the answer comes in two parts. The first part is what you put on the skin to drop the tag that is already there. The second part is what you do to the gut, so the body stops producing new ones. Let me show you the soak. You will need 4 things, and you already have all of them in your kitchen or in a small bottle from any pharmacy. The first is cold-pressed castor oil. The second is baking soda. The third is a clean cotton swab. The fourth is a small piece of medical tape or a small adhesive bandage. The castor oil is the heart of this protocol. Castor oil is not like other oils. It contains a compound called ricinoleic acid, which is a fatty acid that the skin pulls in slowly and carries down into the deeper layers. Most oils sit on top of the skin and shine. Castor oil sinks. As it sinks, it dries the small blood vessels that are feeding the tag. A tag is alive because a tiny stalk of tissue is bringing it blood. When you cut off that supply, the tag has nothing left to live on, and it darkens, shrinks, and falls away on its own. The baking soda is the partner that opens the door for the castor oil to do its work. Baking soda is gently alkaline. The skin on the surface of a tag is slightly acidic and slightly hardened, which is why creams cannot get through. When you mix the baking soda with the castor oil, the alkaline draws the moisture out of that hardened surface and breaks it open just enough for the oil to reach the stalk underneath. Alone, baking soda would be too harsh. Alone, castor oil would take months. Together, they work in about a week. Here is exactly how you make the mixture. In a small ceramic dish or a small glass bowl, place 1/2 teaspoon of cold-pressed castor oil. To that, add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Stir the two together with the end of a clean cotton swab until you have a thick, smooth paste that looks like wet sand. Do not make it too runny. The paste should hold its shape on the swab when you lift it out of the dish. Now look at the tag in good light. Take the swab with the paste on the end and place a small amount directly on the tag itself. Cover the whole tag. Do not let the paste spread out onto the healthy skin around it, because the baking soda can leave the surrounding skin a little dry. If you have a small adhesive bandage, place it gently over the tag to hold the paste in place. If the tag is on the eyelid or somewhere a bandage will not stick, simply leave the paste exposed and try not to touch it for at least 20 minutes. Leave the paste on the tag overnight while you sleep. In the morning, take a soft cloth dampened with warm water and wipe the paste away gently. Do not scrub. Do not pick at the tag. Just wipe. Now let me tell you what you will see and when. For the first 3 days, you may see nothing at all on the surface. This is normal. The castor oil is sinking. The stalk underneath is being closed down one small vessel at a time. You will not be able to see this happening, but it is happening. Somewhere between day 4 and day 7, the tag will begin to darken. It may turn a deeper brown, sometimes nearly black. This is not a bad sign. This is the sign that the blood supply has been cut off and the tissue is no longer alive. The tag is doing what it is supposed to do. It is dying so it can fall away. I want to tell you about a woman named Eleanor, 68 years old, a retired school teacher from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. She came to me last spring with 11 tags along her neck and 3 more under each arm. She had been to 3 dermatologists in 5 years. The first one froze them off, and they grew back. The second one cut them off with surgical scissors and charged her $200 for each one. The third one shrugged and said it was genetic, and there was nothing to be done. What was overlooked in all 3 of those visits was that Eleanor had been on a strong antibiotic for a sinus infection 7 years earlier, and her gut had never recovered. Her insulin had been creeping up quietly the whole time. We started her on the castor oil and baking soda paste in the evenings, and we began rebuilding her gut at the same time. Within 10 days, 4 of the tags on her neck had darkened and fallen off. Within 6 weeks, the tag count on her body had reduced by roughly 70%. She came back to see me with the top button of her blouse undone for the first time in years, and she said to me, I did not realize how much of myself I had been hiding until I stopped having to hide it. Now let me tell you what to do for the rest of the body. Apply the paste once a day, every evening before bed, for 7 nights. After 7 nights, take a 2-day rest. Look at the tag. If it has not yet darkened, begin again for another 7 nights. Most tags will fall away somewhere between day 7 and day 14. The largest and oldest tags may take 3 weeks. The smallest tags on the eyelids and the soft folds often fall within 5 or 6 days. When the tag falls, do not pick it. It will release on its own when it is ready, usually while you are wiping the area in the morning or while you are showering. Underneath, the skin will be slightly pink, sometimes the size of a pinhead. This will fade to your normal skin color within 10 to 14 days. There is no scar if you do not pick at it. This paste will dry up the tags you have right now. Within 7 days, the first ones will turn dark and the smallest will start to drop. The folds of your skin will start to look the way they used to look. But here is what every person needs to understand. The tags will come back if the gut keeps producing the inflammation and the insulin spikes that started this whole problem in the first place. The paste handles what is on the surface. The gut is what decides whether your body ever grows another one. And the way I tend my own gut every single day, the way the women in my family have tended their guts for generations, is with kombucha. Because the gut needs 3 things to do its work. It needs the good bacteria, it needs the fiber that feeds those bacteria, and it needs the healing compounds those bacteria produce when they eat. Most things you can buy give you only one of these. Yogurt gives you a little of the first. A fiber supplement gives you only the second. But kombucha is one of the few things on earth that gives you all 3 at once. And it is those healing compounds that calm the inflammation, repair the gut wall, restore the bacteria balance, and stop the body from producing the very thing that started this problem in the first place. I make my own kombucha at home because I have the time and the knowledge. But for everyone watching online who can't brew their own, I give BoochBod kombucha gummies. The link is in the description, or you can search BoochBod kombucha gummies on Amazon. Now let me tell you, the part of the paste almost every person gets wrong. When most people make this paste, they apply it once or twice, they see the tags start to darken on the 3rd or 4th day, and they get excited. They want to speed up the process. They take a clean cotton swab and they press harder. Or they apply the paste twice a day instead of once. Or they pick at the edge of the darkening tag with their fingernail in the shower because it looks like it is almost ready to come off. And then one of 2 things happens. Either the skin around the tag becomes red and raw, and they have to stop the protocol entirely for 2 weeks while the surrounding skin heals. Or they pull the tag off before the stalk has fully died, the small vessel underneath is still partly alive, and within a month, a new tag grows in the exact same spot, often a little bigger than the first one. I have seen this so many times that I want you to hear it twice. The body does not need your help speeding this up. The castor oil and the baking soda are doing the work whether you can see them working or not. Your only job is to apply the paste, leave it alone, and wait. Here is the right way to finish. After the paste has done its job for 7 nights, on the 8th morning, do not apply paste. Instead, take a single drop of plain cold-pressed castor oil on the tip of your finger and gently smooth it over the area where the tag is darkening. Just 1 drop. No baking soda. Then leave the area completely alone for the rest of the day. The single drop of castor oil keeps the small vessel underneath sealed shut while the tag finishes dying on its own. This is the step that decides whether the tag comes back or never comes back. This is the step that closes the door behind it. People skip this step because it does not feel like doing anything. The paste feels active. The paste feels like medicine. The single drop the next morning feels like nothing. But it is the difference between a tag that falls off and stays gone and a tag that falls off and grows back as 2 in the same place 6 weeks later. There is another version of this same mistake I want you to know about. Some people, once the first tag falls off, want to start treating 5 or 6 other tags all at once across the body. They make a big batch of paste. They put it on the neck and the underarm and the eyelid all on the same night. The trouble is that the body cannot process that much castor oil through the skin all at once, especially in a body that is already past 60. You may feel a little dizzy, a little nauseous, a little tired the next day. The body is asking you to slow down, treat no more than 2 tags at a time, let those 2 finish their cycle, then move to the next 2. Patience is the medicine here. The paste alone is not the medicine. The paste plus the single drop the morning after is the medicine, and the gut work underneath is what decides whether you ever have to make the paste again, What you are really protecting is the moment when you stand in front of the mirror in the morning, button the top button of your favorite blouse, and do not even notice your neck because there is nothing there to notice anymore. It is never too late. The body at 60 and 70 and 80 still knows how to close the doors it once opened when you give it the right help. If this video has helped you, subscribe to the channel so the next one finds you. I make these videos for the people who have been forgotten by the clinics, and the only way more of them find me is when good souls like you bring them along. Share this with your sister, the one who's been hiding her neck under high collars for years. Tell me in the comments which one of the 4 things you already had in your kitchen. I read every single comment on this channel. The BoochBod kombucha gummies I mentioned earlier are linked in the description, or you can search them on Amazon whenever you are ready. Until next time.